Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is Shaka from Shaka Reacts, and today we've got another music teacher reaction and analysis video for you. Today's specifically, guys, we're going to be checking out a little bit of a collab here between Steve Vai and Polyphia as they perform their song entitled Ego Death. I am super stoked for this, guys. Some amazing guitar playing on the horizon here. With that being said, let's get into it. I like that. Ooh, nice. Just like that run. Oh, that was cool. Oh, wow. Oh, I love it. Woo! Oh, man, I love it. Especially some of these runs are insane. I love just the general riff that they've got going on here, but then to really elaborate on that and some of the just really cool expansion on that riff that they've been doing is really amazing. What I really like the best, I think, though, is kind of how seamlessly the string work on the guitar matches the percussive work over on the set. Like, they just tie in so perfectly. It's so good. Absolutely amazing. We're gonna keep going, guys. I wanted to give you some initial thoughts there. That's really cool stuff. Man. Goodness. So the next thing that absolutely jumps out at me is how Clay is phenomenal. Gosh, he's such an amazing player. Just the cleanliness with which he plays is so good. But the other thing that sticks out so hard to me here in this instance, especially with the guitars in particular and bass, more so the guitars though, is so a lot of times when we listen to famous guitarists and stuff, they'll switch kind of different effects that are on the guitar from one phrase to another. So they might like complete an entire phrase on one effect, then they'll switch to a different pedal effect for another phrase, that kind of a thing. They're switching constantly and in incredibly short periods of time during that last phrase. Like, just bananas, incredible. It actually reminds me of whenever I play gigs. Trombone is my main instrument. But anybody that's ever played in a pit orchestra ever will understand what I'm talking about. Where you play a gig and you got to like switch, from one mute to another mute within like half of a beat. Like, it's insane. Or if you're a woodwind player, you got to switch like 5 different instruments within a half beat. It's even crazier. It's just that kind of stuff. Like, the ability to switch those effects and everything still while executing incredible runs like that. It's just amazing stuff on their end. Holy cow. All right. It sounds like we're going to lay it back a little bit in this next section. Let's go ahead and keep going here. I like that run a lot. Nice use of octaves. Here we go again with the percussive, seamless mixture that they have. I wish they would let us stay longer on one shot. So that's probably my only complaint at this point. Like, there's so much happening and so much back and forth, and the cameras are switching back and forth so fast. It's just really hard for me to like really get a full, not so much a full sense, but to really deeply dive into what they're doing on each individual instrument here. I wish, like, for instance, there's some stuff that Clay's playing that I can't quite place what he's doing, like what he's actually playing to get that sound. And the camera angles are shifting so fast, I just can't quite find what it is exactly that he's playing. It looks like the hi-hat, but it doesn't sound like a hi-hat. I can't place what it is. It's the same thing is true with the guitar. Some of the stuff that they're doing is just, I'm like, oh my gosh, stop shifting so fast, I can't see what they're doing. Like, and I know that's part of the amazingness of it, but oh my word, that's just so cool. I like that little line there. Ooh. There's the original riff again. I love this riff, man. So cool. It's cool work with the pitch bending there. Oh, I love the set part here. Okay, that was really cool. That was really cool. I said that we might have to rewind and listen to this section again, guys. I said that I love that set part and the way that's written there. So I mentioned trombone is my main instrument. I have a marching band, pretty heavy marching band background, and we've done a lot of arrangements for our competitive groups where we use a lot of different rock or pop or funk or things like that kind of infused into our show. We don't stick to kind of like the classical music genre and all that stuff and traditional marches and things. And there are certain moments in music that just stick out as being like, oh, this would be epic on a football field for a marching band. And this section in particular, especially with the way that Clay, the part that he's playing there, with the simplistic is not the word I want to use, but just the great melodic line that they have through this section. It leaves, so I say simplistic, but a lot of the best musical lines written are simple because it leaves a lot of room for expansion and other things to happen within the music. And that's what we're getting here. Like, it's just an amazing, amazing riff and line to use that allows them to expand on it and create new ideas and kind of new effects that we haven't heard before, which we get immensely in this section. I love the way that Steve Vai approaches this, man. It's just really cool compared to all of the fast stuff that we had before. And here he's just really working outside of technique and working more in the inner spaces of the music, if you will, if that makes sense to you guys. All right, we're gonna check out this part again just because there's so much to take in here. Like, this makes me think Clay has a drum corps background. This is very drum corps. Just love it. So different than what we've heard before. best part of the whole song so far. The trumpets? Oh man, the harmony there. Yeah. I swear I hear trumpet. Oh, dude, that run there. Yes. Hold on. That lick. I swear to God, there's a trumpet. That whole lick right there, it was so cool, harmony-wise and rhythmic-wise. That was really neat, especially between the guitars. Listen to that. Right here. Like, that's sick, man. That is absolutely sick. And I guarantee you that's a spot that, like, when you think about, like, the big, incredible moments from, like, oh my God, they're God-level players, that's not the moment people think of. They think about all the crazy runs that they're doing. But the ability to make all of that fit so seamlessly together and pull off those effects and in that amount of space to have that many notes and things happening, that's really impressive. Yeah, there's definitely a trumpet playing. I love that desk camp part. You know, it's funny. When I think of Polyphia, I tend to think more on the side of, I know they're not necessarily classic rock, definitely not classic rock in the sense of the actual name, but I think of them more being on the rock spectrum of things. And this has such a hip hop sound to it. There's such a hip hop influence in this song. It's really cool to hear that. Again, especially in the second half of the song that we've heard so far. A lot of hip hop influence there. Really neat. All right, we're gonna keep going. Sorry, guys. I knew there was a trumpet. I knew I heard it. Love that riff, man. Such a good riff. That's cool that they end with I did not sound jazzy to me at first when I heard it on the guitar, which I think is interesting. That clearly shows some bias on my part. As soon as I hear it on trumpet, I'm like, oh, it sounds so jazzy. But it does. On the trumpet, it sounds like it's got a lot of jazz influence to it. But what's really impressive there is at the end, it seems so seamless on the trumpet, but also they're still playing that on the guitar. Like, they're still playing that on the guitar, which is really impressive. Like, that's a really tough lick to pull off on the guitar like that. Man, just really impressive song overall, guys. Like, we've reacted to some amazing Polyphia stuff. Dare I say this might be the best one yet. Steve Vai might just put us over the top on that one. I don't know. Guys, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, I would greatly appreciate it. Of course, if you like and subscribe to the video, guys. If you want to catch more of our content that we've got coming out for Polyphia, make sure you guys turn on those notifications as well so you don't miss any of the other content we've got coming out. Last but not least, like I mentioned earlier, we've done some Polyphia reactions in the past, guys. If you want to continue your journey down that music rabbit hole, make sure you check out the next video.